Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, we're live here tonight with you. We are on the brink of SmackDown beginning, and it is officially Backlash season. We cannot wait. There's a lot of good things that are supposed to be happening. There's also the possibility of some big returns, as we've all seen, all heard, and all know about. We're all waiting on the long-awaited return of Uncle Howdy, and we are hoping to see that happen. If not, it won't happen tonight, but we do believe it will most definitely happen going into Backlash at some point. I don't know when, but we could easily see it happening this weekend, which would be very, very interesting. I think a lot of people are expecting him to attack Cody Rhodes. I could see that happening. All honesty, just because of the simple fact that they don't know exactly where to place him. I think going up against Cody is not the main idea. I think it's more of an attack on AJ. So we're gonna ensure now we all aware that WWE Smackdown is taped. So if you do think that there's anything that you could spoil that already hasn't been, uh I mean, there's a lot of spoilers out there. But if you come into the chat, of course, tonight, make sure that, keep it as spoiler free as possible. And then also, there was another round of NXT talent released tonight. From what I'm seeing, it looks like Drew Gulak was officially released from the main roster as well. Chat wants Nightbird. I don't know if he's going to show up tonight. I would say that we're probably gonna see something crazy. Uh yeah, I know. I don't know how many of you do know, but your new WWE Speed Champion is Ricochet. He did win that. Was Deal is probably not here yet. Deal will be here. Like I said, if you're just now joining us, chat, we know that SmackDown is recorded for tonight's show. So if you have spoilers, of course, try to hold them for the rest of us. I'm excited because I know the show before Bray Wyatt returned, we got a big Easter egg, basically. And of course, he returned, and I believe it was at Money in the Bank. So I'm hoping if he's coming back at Backlash, we get to see that in a fashion tonight. Chat, when do y'all think the Uncle Howdy will be making his return? tomorrow. Yeah, I could. I mean, I could see that. I really hope it is tomorrow. Like, that's just gonna be absolutely wild. Especially good old Matt Tastic with how chat was. Last week. Oh no, was that this past? Yeah, this was past Tuesday that shit happened. Also, next week we will be getting a update on the new WrestleMania location tomorrow. So that'll probably be announced either on WWE's kickoff show or Triple H will come out and say it. What do y'all want to see WrestleMania at? I know that a lot of people want to go to Minnesota for it. I know people have been talking about Vegas being a big spot. I have been to WrestleMania myself in Orlando. I most definitely would not mind going back if it was a little closer. Also, we do have an active poll running on our community tab. We want to get y'all's insight on who you think has the loudest and strongest chop. And when I say chop, I mean the old chop that you would get from either Ric Flair, The Big Show, or Gunther. So we'll drop that in the chat before SmackDown starts. Give you all a little bit of time to get your votes in. As soon as it does load. Of course, the notorious chop is one of those things that you're known for as a wrestler. Big Show had a big one. Ric Flair basically was the inventor, and Gunther has one that will just level you to the floor. Oh, I tell you what, Tiffany is running away with the votes at the moment. That's wild. Alright, chat, we are officially a minute and a half away from the start of SmackDown. So, of course, if you're here with us, like I said, we do got an open poll for you in the community. We also got one there in the actual chat. This one right here is the one regarding whose chop would you rather take, Gunther, Ric Flair, or The Big Show? I know those are a very broad spectrum of chops, uh, but each chop had a different severity level when it comes to Ric Flair, Big Show, and Gunther. I have seen Gunther fold people in half because of his chop. I've seen Big Show cripple humans with his chop. So But we're still waiting on the arrival of the Nightbird to the chat. We figure he's going to be in here messing around again like he had been last Tuesday. If you missed the encounter with the Nightbird, boy, it was something else. Matt Tastic said, bring WrestleMania to Nashville. But that's not that far of a haul for us, Matt Tastic. That'd be closer than what well, I think that'd be about the same to going to Orlando. I could be wrong, though. Matt Tastic. The Nightbird has arrived. That's fuck wild, bro. Nightbird, you ready for Backlash, my friend? Tonight we don't see many. We don't see many surprises. Other than possibly an Uncle Howdy teaser. Because of course this one's already pre-recorded, so they can't really do too much because they don't want to give it away. And so, but hey, Kenneth, if you want to talk to Uncle Howdy, he's in the chat supposedly. The old Nightbird over there, boy.
Forever. Together.
On the eve of WWE Backlash for the first time ever, Friday Night Smackdown emanates from the sold-out LDLC Arena in Lyon, France. Just
beautiful, France. Beautiful.
The undisputed WWE Championship clash at Backlash.
Oh, Cody Rhodes!
Cody Rhodes and his challenger, a former WWE champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles, will come face.
Hey, just Nightbird, just so you know, though, we do believe.
Also tomorrow at Backlash, the Viper, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens will battle Solo Sikoa and the MFT Tama Tonga of the Bloodline. But tonight, the duo put their chemistry to the test as they join forces to co-host the first ever
RKO show.
Tonight's Friday Night Smackdown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more.
Get on, France. Oh, Bailey is starting the night off for us.
Role model.
With that horrible, I hate Death Rebel's entrance, man. Yes, sir, Kenneth. Yes, sir. We're getting that done as soon as this ends. Hey, Matt Tastic, you know what's crazy? Nightbird is only on my wrestling stream.
WWE Backlash live from Lyon, France. I am Corey Graves.
Bonsoir, je m'appelle Wade Barrett. Dans la France, vive la liberté.
I don't know if Wade speaks enough French to get us through the whole evening, which is why we brought our French announce team.
Oh, they got a French announce team.
To Christophe Ajus and Philippe Chareau. Bonsoir messieurs, incroyable, implançable, c'est WWE Smackdown.
I love it. I love it. The French scenes with it. I get excited about go it's an 8-woman tag.
The atmosphere has already reached nuclear levels, Wade, and we are just getting started.
Good Lord, the crowd is ready.
From Orlando, Florida,
Tomorrow night, Bayley and Naomi will be opponents. Tonight, they're partners. Last week, Naomi and Tiffany Stratton were competing to find out who would be Bayley's challenger when they were greeted by the irresistible
Listen,
force.
I don't know any of these new codes he's throwing at us, Smacktastic. You got a lot of work to do tonight.
This was ugly.
Bayley's good friend Naomi tried her best to intervene at no avail. Jax continued her assault before leaving and allowing Tiffany Stratton to come along and add insult to injury with the world's prettiest moonsault to both down superstars.
And again, Bayley and Naomi will have to coexist as teammates tonight. But tomorrow, it is all about the Women's WWE Championship.
What's Tiffany doing?
making her way to the ring from Cryo.
Oh, it's Tiffy time everywhere.
Kraken.
Wait, I think when we crossed the Atlantic, something happened to my watch. Could you inform me of exactly what time it is?
I have no clue at this point. You brought me way too many
No,
lapierres last night.
it's Tiffy time.
It is Tiffy time indeed.
Get your watch dialed in to Tiffy time on the damn dial.
Against both Naomi and Tiffany Stratton in a triple threat match. And Wade, under triple threat rules, that always puts the champ at a distinct disadvantage.
You ain't kidding me. It's going to be a hell of an evening tomorrow at Backlash, but we have to get through SmackDown first.
Okay, here comes Damage Control.
Dakota Time and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, Damage Control!
I just realized Samantha Irving is on SmackDown. Round of applause for Samantha Irving for being absolutely fucking deadly.
Monday Night Raw, but the Kabuki Warriors have a tough road ahead tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. WWE Women's Tag Championships on the line against what many are calling the Dream Team.
Yeah, WWE.com 404 is a error code.
That's tomorrow at Backlash.
I'm on my own.
Wow, they just brought out them. They split all the tag teams up.
From Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca
A response from the WWE Universe befitting the first overall pick in the 2024 draft, the EST.
They are packed in there. I mean, they couldn't have fit anyone else, any more people in this arena. Just so y'all know, storm's coming.
A storm is coming.
And here will be the reason the Kabuki Warriors do not have the Tag Team Championship after tomorrow. Jade Cargill.
Wade, I've got to ask, has there ever been a woman who has taken WWE by storm quite like Jade Cargill has recently?
Well, you just have
They
to
are
sit back
using
and
Jade
admire
Cargill
the heavenly
so much
confidence of this
better
woman.
than what they did on the
Isn't
BB
it
show.
warranted? This is a woman who in a few short weeks has taken this company by storm, and you already get the sense that she will define the future of the women's division here on SmackDown.
answer could be sooner than later. Obviously, Cargill coming off of a victory at WrestleMania alongside Bianca Belair and Naomi over Damage Control members.
What a key moment it was for this duo, and tonight, of course, what was termed the Big Three at the time, Naomi, Cargill and Belair, for one night only, joining forces at a one-time nemesis of Bianca Belair.
Okay, so Tiffany Stratton is with Damage Control.
How do you see this team functioning? Is Bayley going to be an issue? It seems as though there's still some rough waters left between her and BEST.
Well, we'll see how it develops, of course. They're going to present a united front against this common enemy of Damage Control and Tiffany Stratton. That is the easy part, but things may come loose at the seams.
Oh my lord, Kairi Sane got all the groceries
Kairi Sane
for this evening, didn't she? Oh, listen to her. That's for Naomi, the glove.
Here comes Naomi.
Ah.
Drop kick in the bottom turnbuckle.
Oh,
Followed up with another
I'm
vicious
telling
kick.
you what.
We'll admire the fashion stylings of Naomi decked out in the tricolore of La France.
EST. Woo. There it is.
Moonsault right into the cover. Hooks the
1,
leg.
2.
Bianca Belair wasting no time.
So,
Wowing
I don't know
the
about
WWE
y'all.
Universe here in France with her
Here in the
mind-blowing
States,
athleticism.
Panic
I
etched all over the
enjoy
faces
having
of her Damage Control
WWE
rivals
events
who have
over
knocked it
here.
out of the blocks thus far.
The pay-per-views and such like that.
Kairi Sane able to escape out the back door and now has a grip on Bianca's braid.
I can't make out what they're saying, but hearing the overseas crowds, well, we haven't been over there in so long,
Vicious vertical
and getting to
suplex.
hear that
All just
atmosphere,
too easy for an athlete like
it's
Bianca Belair.
wild.
Asuka sent to the outside.
I
Massive confidence
shouldn't be
builder this
lagging.
will be for the
Everything looks
championship
good on my
against
side.
tomorrow.
Bayley just tagged herself
Yeah, I think it
into
might
the
have just been
outside.
a little bug, but thanks for letting me know. Let's go, Bayley.
Asuka from the outside.
Let's
She
go,
was
Bayley.
temporarily distracted
Oh,
by
here we
Bayley,
go.
completely inadvertent, but that will not help
Big
things.
spine buster from
Between-
Tiffany. 1, 2.
Bayley survives. Tiffany Stratton in control. Can Bayley and her team recover?
Gentlemen, as we are at our first commercial break, of course, as always, welcome everybody to the Kraken underground aspect of the wrestling community. Hope you all have had a great day. It is Friday here. We are ready to have a great SmackDown leading into a phenomenal Backlash. Looking for a lot of surprises, looking for a lot of people to show up. I just hope that I'm hoping that we see a lot of things that a lot of people don't want to see. Let's put it that way. I know a lot of people want to see Bayley keep the title. I hope that changes. I know a lot of people want to see Damian Priest keep the title. I am really hoping Jay finds a way to take the title. We also are all hoping. We also really hope that Uncle Howdy shows up. Oh, tonight? I don't know if there's a main event match per se. I think it's more or less there's a face-off between Cody Rhodes and AJ. That's what's been advertised all week. So that's probably what we're going to be seeing. And I think that'll be a good way to end the show. Like I said, they don't want to do too much to risk injuries or social media spoiling. So We'll see what happens. Also, you're going to end up probably seeing a whole bunch of tag team action tonight because I know the tag champs are fighting the Street Profits, if I remember correctly. So that may be the main event as well. I don't know. Hasn't really... I haven't really seen anything on it. I don't know if the bird left, man. Not sure. I don't think the bird would have left.
8 women tag team action to kick off Friday Night Smackdown live from Lyon, France. As Bayley still in trouble now at the hands of the Kabuki Warriors.
Well, this match did a complete U-turn when there was a miscommunication between Belair and Bayley, who are teammates tonight. And Bayley really has not got any form of offense ever since.
Sliding knee by Asuka, that could do it. Slides into the cover.
1, 2.
Bayley kicks out. Tag made. Tiffany Stratton, who has worked very well alongside Damage Control thus far.
This unit has really clicked.
I really can't make out what the crowd's saying at the moment.
No fear of taking on superstars with way more experience than her. Remember, Tiffany Stratton, only a couple of years into this game, but already showing massive, massive promise.
To that point, how important is it for Tiffany to have this opportunity tonight to be in the ring, to compete against Bayley and Naomi, whom she'll face tomorrow night for the
get a tag.
Well, she already thinks she's way better than them. You know, last week we had the legends here who were doing picks for the WWE draft. She pulled me aside at one point and said, "Who the hell are all these old people? Yuck." Zero respect for veterans at all, and when you're as good as Tiffany Stratton, who
cover here by Asuka has Bayley stacked.
I think Kyrie Sane just yelled into the crowd, asked them what they're saying.
Stratton sends Bayley into the neutral turnbuckle.
There is Tiffany Stratton,
otherworldly athletic abilities.
Athleticism.
Nightmares Bayley over.
Tiffy time is...
Look out, here comes the
Alabama slam.
Bayley is stacked. And Naomi bulldozing Stratton out of the way.
Well, it was a vital intervention from Naomi, who knows
What
victory was slipping through their grasp.
I thought he
Alabama
stopped
slam
being.
connecting to perfection. And there's just no defending when you're someone like Stratton and she has the ability to get into a move like the Alabama slam with a cartwheel. Nobody has seen that before, and nobody has any defense.
You can almost feel Stratton's confidence growing by the moment, as if that were even possible.
You ain't lying there, Corey. But again, what a momentum builder it would be.
Oh, good gosh.
Why not take out Jade Cargill for good measure?
Let me
Listen, Tiffy wants to be the center of the universe.
Hey, you're
not a
doing
bad
what you
decision,
need
trying to
to.
take out someone as highly hyped as Jade Cargill. Bayley takes down Stratton. Can Bayley make a tag?
You're going to get Bianca. Let's go.
Arrogance for Tiffany Stratton, and it is backfired.
They can't stand each other. Still.
Almost having second thoughts about tagging Belair.
Oh, there you go, Jade. Bow. Running root. Choke slam to Asuka. Oh, spinning backbreaker. The Kyrie. Dakota Kai about to get splashed. Oh, Lord.
Dakota Kai.
God, what a
ride.
Tag had already been made to Bianca Belair. Remember, these two are teaming up for the gold tomorrow.
Gosh.
Cover by Belair.
1, 2.
And at the last second, Kairi Sane keeps this one alive.
Little taste of what is heading the way of the Kabuki Warriors tomorrow, but Asuka may have the last
Naomi
laugh.
take out Asuka.
Takes down Asuka.
Referee now lost complete control
Oh, what a
of this
running
one.
stomp.
It is chaos. This is a melee. Bailey to
Bailey,
Bailey.
let's go. Dakota Kai with a
Dakota Kai.
go KOD to Dakota Kai.
Look at the power
Holy
of the
shit.
EST.
It's been finisher after finisher. 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, the team of
And your future tag team champion.
the WWE Women's Champion, Bailey and Bianca Belair.
Well, despite the clear issue still lingering between Belair and Bailey, it is their team who is victorious tonight, gaining momentum going into Backlash.
No easy night for these women, but they managed to
They
pull
take
out
care
a
of
victory.
business.
Look at this. What unique tag team offense from Cargill and Belair.
That's a beautiful
Clearly
tag team
earned the W
finisher.
there, had it not been for Kairi Sane.
Challenges for the tag gold have clearly been in the lap, working together, figuring stuff out. And it was Bailey's moment before Bianca Belair hit the KOD, and it was good night.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Bianca is still holding on to that grudge
We will have
at the
two
moment.
WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and Bailey has better keep her head on a swivel as she has to defend against Naomi and Stratton tomorrow night.
Oh, they come down under.
Yeah, you get a gift tonight. You get the greatest undefeated tag team champions in their first title defense.
Bro, what's that smell?
Ah, that's red wine.
No, that's not red wine. No, that's something else, man.
Oh,
It's
hold on.
strong.
Cheese.
No, that's what the audience smells like. Bro. Actually, I know what it is.
All right.
I think it's smoke. Because that's what the Street Profits want, right?
Oh, yeah, they do.
And after tonight, A-Town Down Under are going to show that we are the smoke.
Smell that.
We are the smoke. Yeah, that's a
Cena versus
little catchy. That's a little catchy. I guess they're pretty confident that they're gonna win tonight. I wish they were defending tomorrow at Backlash, because I think they had a good opponent in the Street Profits. I just think with the Street Profits, I'm ready to see the Street Profits split. If we're just going to be honest. I think that we could see Montez do huge things. Angelo Dawkins could as well. I just would like to see it happen. And if it does happen, just please, WWE, do not give us Montez versus Angelo Dawkins at a WrestleMania. Let it end there. Let them just split and no feud, no one-on-one. We'll see what they do with it. What would y'all think about the Street Profits splitting? Would that be a match that y'all would be interested in? Also, we will be live at 12:15, 12:20 tomorrow for the live watch along of Backlash. So if you are new here, we are going to be getting that completed, and make sure that all wrestling fans do have somewhere to at least listen and experience the moment. Also, we did see that Seth Rollins has re-signed with the WWE. I don't know why they would think that he wouldn't. I seen some crazy people say he was going to the B team. That's wild.
Sunday on FS1, the NASCAR Cup Series gets ready for 400 miles of full throttle action in Kansas. The pre-race kicks things off at 2 Eastern. Then the green flag flies at 3 Eastern, Sunday on FS1. Friday Night Smackdown is live in Lyon, France tonight. We want to send it back to our very own Kayla Braxton.
Thanks, Corey. Now, Jade Bianco. After tonight, you must be feeling pretty confident in your chances of becoming tag team champions tomorrow at Backlash.
Confident? Baby girl, we are always confident. And tomorrow will be no different. And not only are we confident, speaking for myself, with all this history with damage control, I am ready for closure. I'm ready for this to be done. I am sick of talking about it because honestly, damage control has been coming at me my whole entire career. And I'm ready to be done with it. So once me and Jay take those tag team titles tomorrow, I'm gonna be done with damage control for good. Hopefully. Hopefully. Just my bad.
And what
Match
Bianca
is sponsored by
not
Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more.
Bailey at all.
Smackdown selects NXT's Carmelo Hayes.
What a genius pick! Trapped in round one.
Carmelo Hayes!
Oh, Mello.
Cody, as a first-round draft pick, I can't think of a better way to shoot my shot than to shoot it against you.
Absolutely, you're on. Carmelo Hayes wasting no time challenging the top dog in the main event.
When you're as good as Carmelo Hayes, you
I mean, this match is good. I think they just pushed this match. There was that possible injury, so
gnarly landing on his shoulder. This could be Carmelo Hayes' big moment. Uh-oh.
there is measure that shoulder.
Picking up the win, but Carmelo Hayes earned the respect of the undisputed WWE champion. Oh, wait a minute. Styles and Rhodes, they'll see one another at Backlash.
Yep.
You really proved that you belong here on SmackDown in that match with Cody. Two things you got to do here on SmackDown: show up and show out. And you did exactly that.
Thank you, Slick Nick. Appreciate you, man. Hey, despite what people are saying, last week, I almost beat Cody Rhodes. Your boy got motion right now. I got to keep that momentum going, so I'm declaring myself to the King of the Ring tournament.
Okay. Hey, we can talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Bobby.
What's going on, Nick?
Good to see you.
How you doing,
What's up, Big Bob? You good?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, first of all, congratulations on being drafted on the SmackDown.
Thank you.
All right, secondly, and even more important, congratulations on that very impressive match against Cody last week. But now that we are on the same show, if there's anything that I can do for you, any advice I can give you, anything at all, just call me, man.
Nah, you know what? I think I'm going to be good. I don't know if you saw last week, I was a first-round draft pick. Was in the ring with the WWE champion. I think I got this whole thing figured out. But I appreciate you, though.
All right, big time. It's not about the shots that you shoot. It's about making those shots count. And last week, you lost.
When was the last time you shot your shot, Bobby?
Here's a piece of advice you can have for free. Be careful who you disrespect around here.
Yep. Bobby and Carmelo at some point.
Hello, Hayes wasting no time making waves here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Look at the public.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. New Catch Republic.
Fantastic show of respect from the WWE fans in Lyon for the New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates.
Got two teams up tonight with an axe to grind with one another after their actions over the past 7 days. We'll get into that shortly, but I hope New Catch Republic have a big axe because they are taking on the humongous AOP. And it's coming up right here on SmackDown next.
Well, the only beneficial thing from this is that after tonight, basically, we won't be seeing these rerun tag team matches. I mean, what I mean by that, seeing, you know, like AOP and New Catch Republic, AOP and the Street Profits, the Damage Control and Bianca, they're all on separate brands finally. So that's going to give us the ability to get new feuds between them. But I think Final Testament I don't think the Final Testament is going to get a pop at all tonight. I do not believe Final Testament will have that ability to pull a big crowd reaction. Well, the chat is filling up with votes over here. We're up to 11. Tiffany is still running the pack though, with the running tab here. 45%, 27, and 27. Before we run that one, just for about this next segment, then we'll get a new live poll ready for y'all. Wow, so Triple H just put out a post that stated tonight's show in France is officially the highest grossing SmackDown of all time, breaking the record that Philly currently had. That's crazy. I didn't. Like I said, the overseas crowds are tremendously more into the WWE than what I guess people thought because they haven't been there in forever. our final testament.
Tickets for WWE SummerSlam at Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio on Saturday, August 3rd go on sale this Thursday, May 9th via Ticketmaster. Visit WWE.com/events to register to be the first to receive exclusive pre-sale information.
Well, they square off tomorrow at Backlash for the undisputed WWE Championship, but tonight, Rhodes and Styles meet face-to-face in-ring right here on SmackDown. But before that, let's take you back to last week when Cody Rhodes announced the first pick of the WWE Draft.
With the first pick of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects the EST of WWE,
Jade Cargill!
NXT's Carmelo Hayes.
An NXT superstar has been drafted in round 1 of the draft. Wow!
SmackDown selects from NXT, Blair
Davenport.
We are about to shake.
I think Blair Davenport's going to do a lot of work there on SmackDown.
Very different. Plenty of reason to be excited about Friday Night SmackDown. There you see the official SmackDown roster post-draft. Of course, the rosters become official next week. They lock beginning Monday night on Raw. Of course, next Friday will be the official beginning of the new Friday Night SmackDown roster. Tonight, Friday Night SmackDown is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Oh, Dale, we're glad you're here with us. We're officially getting to see Newcastle Republic.
We've got tag team action on tap, Wade, between two teams who have been drafted to Monday Night Raw.
Newcastle Republic.
A quick bit of math on that graphic. I think
we're going over with
15
AOP.
new superstars, but of course the yang to that yin is that we do lose some superstars, and 2 of which are the teams that we're going to see competing tonight.
Nick Aldis worked diligently with his team to keep Friday Night SmackDown the place to be.
Wow.
And their opponents, accompanied by Paul Ellering, Scarlett, and Karrion Kross, representing the Final Testament at a combined weight of 618 pounds, Akam Razar, authors of pain!
Well, I'm sure there are a few people on the Friday Night SmackDown roster who are happy that the Final Testament has been drafted by Monday Night Raw.
They're not
No
getting
mistake
any
about it. Where the
reaction
Final Testament
from the
goes,
crowd.
destruction follows.
Here's how we got to this situation. Last Friday on SmackDown, Bate and Don were the victims of a heinous beatdown by the Final Testament. Then last Tuesday on NXT, AOP showed up to compete for the NXT Tag Team Championships against the NXT Tag Champions Nathan Frazer and Axiom. That is when Bate and Dunn arrived, costing AOP the victory. Neither team is satisfied. Both are out for blood this evening.
Well, both teams, as members of the Monday Night Raw roster, could see each other regularly in the future. How will they spend their final evening here on Friday Night SmackDown? Who will leave with the ever so important momentum? We got the bruiserweight Pete Dunne, a technical mastermind, against a bruiser of a human being in Akam of AOP.
Simply not going to win a power game against AOP. Pete Dunne realizing that rapidly.
They gotta use their speed against these guys. That's the only way to win this.
For the Newcastle Republic.
Series of drop kicks right on the money from Pete Dunne.
Drop down Akam.
For some sort of arm bar, but
we got it.
Akam just a little. Akam unable to stop the submission. Here comes Tyler Bate. And there's 4 fists flying at once, Wade. I'm pretty sure that constitutes clovering.
Well, you simply need to do that against somebody as big as the AOP boys.
Here comes the big strong boy. Running European uppercut. And another.
Just been a swarm of offense thus far.
Here goes number 3. Oh,
my
God.
Goodness.
Famous
Got turned inside out.
300 shots thrown in the direction of AOP, but it took one to make this match do a complete U-turn.
Kraken and Razar possess that unique ability to eat them and smile.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but the crowd
that dangerous,
is
that
chanting, "You suck."
Razar, former kickboxing world champion. Absolutely lethal with his fists as well as his feet. But look at Tyler Bate.
Several moves before him. Uppercut, right hand.
Combined with the power of AOP that makes them so
There ain't
devastating.
no way.
Tyler Bate is a real veteran at such a young age, but this Tyler Bate is not smart. This is not a veteran
There's
move.
no way
We've
Tyler
seen
Bate,
Tyler Bate, what he's capable of. Arguably pound for pound,
Oh,
one of the
reversal?
strongest superstars on the
Into
entire
a sleeper.
roster.
He's a big, strong boy, but even he is not big and strong enough
Tag made.
to lift up AOP.
The bruiserweight from the top turnbuckle.
Oh,
Double stomp to the arm. New
Take
Catch
him
Republic
out to
looking
the
to
outside.
chop away at the much larger AOP. Akam and Razar sent crashing to the outside.
It's all been a mental masterpiece thus far from the New Catch Republic.
Whoa!
Everything they are doing is working.
Good Lord. AOP is getting dogged at the moment by Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates.
Bate trying to muscle Razar back into the ring.
This is the thing, when you get AOP softened up, you
One more uppercut. There it goes.
You cannot give them any breathing room.
And he got caught. Oh.
Razar just so powerful. He can impose his own will on anybody. My God, that may do it.
Oh my Lord.
AOP in complete control.
Oh, that changed very quickly. All right, chat. We are back on a wonderful commercial break brought to you by WWE. Dale, I'm glad you're with us. Hope you had a great Friday. Fantastic. If you're still with us, I think Nightbird has disappeared. Or Nightbird is currently awaiting. Of course, there will be one more possible QR code tonight before we get the final arrival, hopefully, of the Uncle Howdy character. Yeah, I figure he'll be here once that code hits. I mean, he was here at the beginning, so might have got busy. I got busy. But we'll see. We'll see. Dale, while you're with us, do you got any spoilers or predictions or anything for Backlash? Fantastic. You got predictions or thoughts?
LDLC Arena in Lyon, France, 11,101 fans on hand tonight as we watch the New Catch Republic
Okay.
and the authors of
Hey,
Pain
heck,
unfold. And Wade, we just received some
like-
breaking news during the commercial break. Make sure you are subscribed and following WWE's social platforms for a major announcement tomorrow, covered by Razar. Tyler Bate stays alive.
I want to know what that major announcement. It has to be the location.
I'm excited to see what is fact, what is fiction. Cannot wait for that tomorrow, but I'll tell you something that is absolute fact. That is that AOP are two bad dudes, and Tyler Bate is in a hell of a
I
lot of
don't know
trouble.
what they're
AOP
chanting.
managed to
And
cut
that's
the ring in half and isolate Bate from his partner, Pete Dunne. Think of how bad this has got to feel if you're Tyler
I
Bate.
think
seeing
Uncle
that
Howdy's
Pete
gonna
Dunne, that your
have
last hope is
something
only a
on
few
the
feet
social
away
media
as Razar
prior to
squeezes
Backlash,
every
or
last
you saying
breath
that
out of
should
your
be
broken
good?
body.
Don and Bate felt completely humiliated by last week's needless attack from the Final Testament. Tonight is about showing the world that they don't back down from anyone, but that is easier said
Tyler Bate
than done.
is wiggling his way out of this.
His way out of the bear hug, manages to
bear
do so,
hug.
but might have found himself in even less favorable position. Drop kick created some separation. Can Bate make the tag?
Thrown up in the air with ease.
Razar just too quick, able to close the distance.
That's really the impressive thing about AOP, that unfathomable
Right
speed
hand.
for two
Off the ball,
massive
right
guys
hands,
like that.
trying to
Tyler
get out of the
Bate
grip
fighting
to
for
take
dear
him.
life.
And that
And that might do it, Corey.
very
Tyler Bate
different
has
springboard
daylight.
clothesline.
The cruiserweight is jonesing to join the fight.
You've got an opportunity. You won't get another. You don't need another. Here's Tom.
Let's step up into the
Unleashed in this one.
Give him another one. Crush the hands. Give him a drop kick.
Big drop kick takes down Razar, and the cruiserweight striking anything that moves.
Simply,
Springboard on the outside.
simply nobody in the locker room who can go from casual indifference to rabid rage in the blink of an eye, quite like Pete Dunne.
Oh,
Sliced bread cover here.
1, 2. Did he got a
On
slice
the outside,
bread?
has fear in his eyes. It's not often you see that.
The cruiserweight making the climb to the top turnbuckle yet again. Here comes Dunne. Tremendous athleticism, able to adjust midair. Here comes Bate, who's legal.
Ow.
Bate's got his second win in
Ah.
Barrage of
There's
strikes.
no
from the
way
New
Tyler Bate
Republic,
picks
and
him
can
up.
he do it?
Ah,
Yes,
Lord,
yes.
there it is.
The big strong boy.
Going spinning. Wow. I didn't realize how strong he truly was, obviously.
I'm seeing it with my own two eyes, and I don't believe it.
My lower back hurt watching that, you ludicrous human being, Tyler Bate.
Shooting star by Bate. Running knee by Dunne. Hook of the leg.
So Ethan,
To break up the fall.
with that match, and even in my prediction video, I talked about it. They have built Solo up to be this big dominant force, him and Tomatonga. And
NCR, but oh no.
Tomatonga's first premium live event is going to be at Backlash, of course. But are we going to have him lose this debut match that we get to see? Of course, if you've seen him in New Japan, that's something different.
Wicked siren. Scarlet.
Harlot.
Making her
Good Lord. So,
takes out Razar on the
is it going to hurt him if he loses? I'm not sure. Probably. The hell is that? So, I think we're going to see Randy and Kevin Owens beat Solo and Tomatonga unless the other family member shows up in Jacob Fatu. And that will continue to build Solo's bloodline run. Wow. Final Testament got the win, but yeah, my prediction for that match is going to be Randy and KO win that one unless there's a surprise show up in Jacob Fatu.
Showing on Friday Night SmackDown for the Final Testament. Monday Night Raw. Grit your teeth.
Wow. That ended. I did not expect it to go that
This
way.
matchup was back and forth. Both teams pulling out all the stops. Tyler Bate sacrificing his own safety.
This is when the referee's back was turned clearly. Karrion Kross taking his opportunity to flatten Tyler Bate before getting one in return from Pete Dunne, who that momentary distraction opened the door for Akam with a
And
urinary.
Ethan, we know Jacob Fatu's signed.
Perhaps the most devastating move in the tag division. Victory for AOP. They move onwards and upwards.
Monday Night Raw certainly in for a heavy dose of sadism, courtesy of the Final Testament. Another group that we expected to be drafted much earlier last week, Wade, was the Bloodline. But last week, more than worrying about their draft stock, the Bloodline had their hands full with an irate Kevin Owens.
Yeah, well, 2 weeks ago, KO was the victim of a
Kevin
heinous
Owens,
beatdown at the
man.
hands of MFT.
He'll take on anybody. I don't care who
Last
he's got.
week, KO returned looking for vengeance, and has to be said, taking out the newcomer to the Bloodline and simply being unrelenting with these attacks. Things were going great for KO until the arrival of Solo Sikoa, who once again gave the Bloodline the numbers advantage.
Owens being overwhelmed by the numbers until an unlikely ally arrived.
Yeah.
The
The
Apex
Viper.
Predator, Randy Orton, coming to the aid of Kevin Owens. Orton, another superstar on a list miles long.
Ethan, who do you
has had
think's gonna
severe
win?
issues in the
That's
past
a real
with
question.
the Bloodline and is hungry for vengeance.
Oh, Paul.
Did you get my memo?
I did. Request denied. You want me to pull Kevin Owens and Randy Orton out of the tag team match tomorrow night at Backlash? Why? Why would I do that?
I don't know, for the sake of Kevin Owens, for the sake of Randy Orton, for the sake of the SmackDown. You know what? I've tried and tried and tried with you. Leave them in the damn match as far as I'm concerned, okay? What happens to Randy Orton and Kevin Owens tomorrow night is no longer on my conscience, Mr. Aldis. What happens to Kevin Owens and Randy Orton tomorrow night is on your conscience. Good night.
Is that by orders of the tribal chief?
That's not funny. That's not funny.
Well, it's just all communication to the Bloodline and Roman Reigns must go through Paul Heyman. Are you in charge?
You know, there's a difference between being in charge and being in control. I haven't even spoken to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania.
I'm sorry. What did you just say? You haven't spoken to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania? So when Roman Reigns pulled himself out of the WWE draft...
Roman Reigns did not pull himself out of the WWE draft.
Oh, shit.
I pulled Roman Reigns out of the WWE draft. You have to understand what's going on here. I had no choice. I cannot subject Roman Reigns to the chaos that's going on within the Bloodline right now. And you can't subject Kevin Owens and Randy Orton to what awaits them at the hands of the Bloodline tomorrow night.
Oh, you okay?
Well, you know what, Paul? If you can take it on yourself to pull Roman Reigns out of the draft, then why don't you try pulling Randy and Kevin out of that match at Backlash? You can try right now on the RKO show. It's up next.
Oh, okay, show.
Mr. Heyman.
Looking
The
for the perfect
KO
grill?
show. I think it's gonna be very interesting. Excuse me. So Ethan stated, for me, honestly, Randy and KO are going to pick up the victory. I feel like Randy could bring back his old punt kick and Yeah, he did try it at WrestleMania 40. That is a good point. We've seen him line up for it until Speed came in and interfered. So that's a good point. That'd be a good way to stop probably Tama Tonga, because Tama Tonga he's going to be an issue. A real issue. I just really think that if they're going to win, I'm fine with it. But Solo can't take the pin. Tama Tonga can't take this. I truly think if Tama Tonga takes the pin, it is going to hurt any momentum they're ever going to try to build with him. Because we know how fast people will turn on you in the wrestling business if you can't get a win. I mean, I could be looking at it all wrong, but that's my opinion. Dale, if you're still with us, Matt Tastic, if you're still with us, how do y'all feel about the Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa match? Our allergies are bothering us bad over here. We do apologize. Looks like Bailey is slowly catching up in the active poll that we have running.
Welcome back to the first of two nights in beautiful Lyon, France. We are in a sold-out LDLC arena. 11,101 fans on hand. Totally sold out for tonight's Friday night
Ethan, I'm going to ask you, who do you have winning, Jay or Damian Priest?
We are looking forward to what's still to come tonight before they clash at Backlash for the undisputed WWE Championship. The champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will stand face to face with his challenger, a former WWE champion in his own right, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
This crowd has been off the chain all night. Let's see if they can continue that right here.
You got jewels in your religion, all designed
Ladies
to
and
keep
gentlemen,
you safe.
please welcome the Viper, Randy
Wow. Listen at him sing the song.
Yes, Wade, that is over 11,000 members of the WWE Universe singing along with Rev Theory to welcome the Viper.
Oh,
for the
man.
grappling, stay for the karaoke. Thank you, Leon.
I now see why people in the wrestling business enjoy going overseas.
Welcome for the Apex Predators.
I'm telling you, I can't wait to hear how they do Cody's. I love it. Kevin Owens.
Another electric welcome.
It sucks that Sammy don't get to experience the Frank aspect of this.
Of the
KO show.
Bitterness, vitriol, and bloodshed. It's taken only a couple of weeks to get here, but these two teams are going to commit obscene acts upon one another tomorrow at Backlash. Owens and Orton taking the bloodlines. Solo Sikoa and the newcomer, the
Here we go.
NXT
We're going to hear a little bit of French.
That is streaming on Peacock, 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow.
C'est très apprécié, mais ce soir, c'est pas KO, c'est KO. K in French is K. Anyway, you get it. Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue au tout premier RKO Show.
Welcome to the RKO show.
Yeah, have a seat, have a seat. Normally it would, you'd really have to talk me into doing something like this, but it didn't take a lot of talking me into anything because these people are so freaking amazing. You know what else? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what else didn't take a lot of...
This crowd has been amazing so far.
Now, you know what else didn't take a lot of talking me into? It was teaming with my man here, Kevin Owens, and taking on the Bloodline tomorrow at Backlash and kicking both of their asses.
Right, and, before we get to that, I know you had a bit of a concern about our guests tonight, right? And look, at first, I didn't want to have a guest tonight. I thought, let's give France something special. We'll give them the first RKO show. We won't have a guest. We'll just play around, have fun with the crowd. But then I started getting call after call after call from a number that I didn't want to answer because the caller ID was somebody I didn't want to talk to. But then finally, Wednesday at 4 a.m., he wore me down and I answered. And that's when Paul Heyman asked to be a guest on our show tonight. I know. I had the same reaction every time his name would pop up on my phone. But he said he had something very important to tell us. And look, it piqued my curiosity, so why don't we bring him out? Oh, do you want to introduce him? Do you want to do this part? Introduce Paul Heyman?
Not especially, but I would like to introduce Paul Heyman to the three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. RK. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we go. He don't need an entrance, by God.
Yes, he didn't wait. I didn't introduce him.
You don't introduce Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman introduces himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, my
name is Paul Heyman. I don't care where you take Paul Heyman. He is loved worldwide.
A WWE Hall of Famer. I am a raconteur. I am a bon vivant. I am a boulevardier. And I am, without question, WWE's undisputed wise man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Therefore,
Absolutely.
Tonight, I come out here with respect, with admiration, and, of course, with wisdom. May I?
Whoa, yeah, but Randy, if you say he can come in, you can't just RKO him right away. You know that, right?
Not right away. I'm more of an out of nowhere kind of guy.
I love how they're just picking about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be no RKOs this evening.
I beg to differ.
Paul, I've never met a man who talks so much yet says so little, so please, what do you want?
I understand why you would doubt a man who has very little conscience whatsoever.
Oh.
However,
We want Roman. Oh my God.
more than you'll ever know, I want Roman too. I came out here for a very simple reason. I have great respect for you, Randy Orton. I have great respect for you, Kevin Owens. When you stepped into the ring with Roman Reigns, it was competition. There was a title on the line. And I understood, just like you understood, that whatever Roman Reigns had to do to defend his title, that's what Roman Reigns was going to do. But the rules with Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga are a whole lot different. Do yourselves, do SmackDown, do WWE, do these people, do your families a favor, back out of this match now.
There's no back in it.
Please. Absolutely biggest piece of trash in this industry trying to tell my partner and I whether or not to take a match.
Yeah, you know, Paul, I don't think you're in any position to give anybody advice considering how everything around you is falling apart.
Yeah?
Yeah, right?
I mean, true.
As a matter of fact, that begs the question, Paul.
They're saying I'm right. Just so you know.
Paul, I got a question for you. Who exactly is the real tribal chief?
That's the great question. Nobody can answer.
Oh, you put me in a bad position. I think the whole world knows there's only one tribal chief.
Oh, look out!
Oh, sweet God.
Solo and Tama Tonga from behind.
Yo, it's gonna be a brawl.
This is a preview for what's gonna go down tomorrow at Backlash. It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be brutal. These four are trying to destroy each other.
Simply cannot be in the same vicinity without trying to rip each other apart.
Randy Orton standing toe-to-toe with the enforcer, Solo Sikoa.
Got some reinforcements out here desperately trying to tear
They
these
ain't got
four
real.
away from
They
one
ain't
another.
got Kevin or anybody.
National Guard. This is crazy. You're going to need more than a couple.
God, he's biting.
There we go.
Finally, the reinforcement.
Oh, look out.
There we go. Security's gonna take a ride.
Laying waste to the security staff. The Viper has lost it.
Oh, sweet God. Kevin Owens went flying. Here we go.
Orton and Owens standing the high ground.
This incarnation of the bloodline is ruthless, but KO and Orton are ready to match that intensity.
SmackDown is on fire tonight.
Yeah, you already know. You know what's crazy, though?
What's that?
Waller and Theory acting like they know French.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
You know, we've been practicing French ourselves.
Talk to him.
Are
Talk
we
to
the
him.
Triple Crown that always puts it down, Street Profits?
Oui, oui.
And it's tonight, are we going to put a whooping on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller and Leon France?
Oui, oui.
And it's tonight. Are we, me and my right-hand man, 100 grand, gonna walk out your new WWE Tag Team Champions?
Oh, oui, oui.
That sounds like we pretty fluent because the Street Profits are up and we want the smoke.
Good Lord, that was. We want the smoke was even like. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Damn, what a pop he got.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds,
Hey, God. Yeah.
Doesn't matter where in the world we go, Corey, Kavorka is a universal language. LA Knight takes on Angel of Legado del Fantasma, and it's coming up right here, next on SmackDown.
Yeah. So that's who he's going up against. See, they didn't really give us a lot heading into SmackDown like they normally do. Did Paul Heyman forget that Randy is a legend killer and that who? And yeah. I truly wish we had a better understanding of what's going on. Because with the bloodline, we've always known Roman was going to be there. He was going to take them to the top of what they're doing. Now with Solo running it, I don't know how serious people are going to take the bloodline. Now, if we see like Roman do like a call in, talking to them and leading them, okay, cool. But it seems like the crowd wants Roman to do a babyface run. So, if we think about it, how would y'all feel about Roman Reigns coming back as a babyface? No longer being a heel. Because I think that's what we're going to end up seeing. Matt-tastic, if you're still with us, do you think Roman will be a babyface when he returns? Tell you what, chat, y'all ran this daggone poll to the top. Gonna go ahead and call that poll there. Get y'all a secondary poll running. Also, Ethan, do you think Roman being a babyface is the way to go?
Tonight,
Friday night Legado del Fantasma is out in the ring.
Save when you bundle
Oh, they're
auto,
coming out.
home, or motorcycle insurance. Wade, I know you are as excited as anybody in this arena to watch the megastar L.A. Knight in action, but look what he has to deal with in Legado del Fantasma.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Angel's his opponent, but you've learned from the past you can't take your eyes off the rest of the crew.
Deep bag of tricks. That is the Santos Escobar and
Your
Legado
gold has appeared.
story. Every trick in the book will be thrown at LA Knight this evening.
I'll get everything worked out for that during this match.
The good people of France are raising a glass of
LA Knight, LA Knight.
And the legacy of Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah.
Is that what we had at the hotel yesterday?
Nah, it's too expensive for us. We're the cheap drink guys.
Collar and elbow tie-up. L.A. Knight and Angel of Legado del Fantasma. The atmosphere, we keep talking about it because it has to be felt to be truly appreciated. It feels like the great Gorilla Monsoon used to say, it's a happening, Wade. There's something big going on in Leon this weekend. Tonight with SmackDown, tomorrow with Backlash. The WWE Universe is out in full force.
Absolutely. The people of France, whenever I competed out here, were always the loudest group anywhere on the planet, and Leon is living up to that reputation.
LA Knight's on a steamroll.
Neckbreaker takes down
So
Angel.
throughout this one,
It doesn't matter where in the world you go, a wild and erratic energy takes over every arena when the megastar's in town.
LA Knight dropping haymakers.
yeah.
Dribbling like that here in France since Tony Parker.
That is a reference completely lost on me. If you had said Zinedine Zidane, I would have got it.
I haven't watched basketball in about a decade. LA Knight trying to send Angel back to the outside. Rough landing. And here comes the megastar. Pair of boots right to the heart.
I don't think Angel's managed to get a single shot in thus
He
far,
hasn't.
but LA Knight keeping a very close eye on Legado del Fantasma, as well he should.
Oh.
Yeah. Here comes LA Knight, but almost instinctively Berto made his presence felt. LA trying to keep his
I feel like
eyes
Roman return
on
as a
Legado and his opponent at the
babyface
same time into the
could be
cover.
considered he's been a heel for long. Curious of what he does as a
on
face.
a roll.
Yeah, I would be curious to see what he does as well as a heel. Because not as a heel, as a face, because he has been a heel for so long. I mean, absolutely forever. I don't know if it would. It ain't gonna hurt him by no means. He won't lose any momentum ever being a face, especially if they play it right with him taking out the bloodline that's built and building back his bloodline. But I think that's what's really going on. I think we're gonna see Roman and Solo go at it. I think that's what it's gonna break down to. He could come back in and just run rampant and do what he wants. He could come back as a complete heel again run all over the company once again. I don't think they put the title back on him right yet. Here we go. QR code has been scanned. So it's a preview of the show. Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like from this QR code, either that's JoJo or Alexa Bliss standing there. Wedding dress. He opened his arms and let the whole world in. That has to be what that's reference. Our pain became his. We were reborn.
Legado del Fantasma
We
one-on-one with
believe.
LA Knight.
That flickers to
The opening
bowling.
few moments all belong to LA Knight, but Angel's fought his way back into this encounter.
We believe there's a.
Finally, Santos Escobar
There
unleashed
was
the bag
the
of tricks.
astrological sign for
There's
Pluto.
another bag of
Flash
tricks.
in front of the
Berto with the
screen.
distraction and Angel back on top.
Angel, a little disrespect,
So
mocking
yeah.
LA Knight.
From that QR code,
The megastar rarely
Uncle Howdy
takes
will
kindly
probably
to
be there tomorrow. Gonna be very interesting.
Big flying clothesline by the defiant LA Knight. Stomping away.
Roman Reigns versus Team Solo. That would be interesting.
Goodness.
The
Knee right on
I like what they've done with War Games. Don't get me wrong.
Quite clear what they want. They want LA Knight.
I just don't
Big time power
think it's
slam.
been as effective.
And the elbow finds the mark.
I think that it needs to be redone.
LA Knight could be looking for the BFT.
Blunt
Big
force.
right hand to Berto.
Blunt.
Angel from behind gonna steal one.
I was about to say. That was 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner,
Hey, alright.
Legado del Fantasma threw everything they could at the megastar, but it bounced off like water off a duck's back. And hey, Corey, the megastar's going to talk to us.
Oh boy. Gonna get a segment from LA Knight.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
All around the world, it's the same song. Another Smackdown, another dummy dropped on his head, 3 the hard way. Yeah. Now, if I wanted to be cliche, I'd say this is my ring, right?
Oh boy, is he gonna declare for the King of the Ring?
But no, I ain't gonna do that. Instead of me saying, like everybody else, oh, this is my ring. No. I'm gonna make this my ring. What do I mean by that? I'm now officially entered into the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nightbird, welcome back, my
impressive.
friend.
Impressive. You just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. I'll show you who's talking.
Santos.
You keep running your mouth on and on. Because at King of the Ring, while you're busy running your mouth, I'll be busy winning.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear anything you said. Oh, Leon was telling you suck.
Yeah.
But you know,
But through that, the one thing I heard is I think you said that maybe I talk too much. Should I maybe just keep on talking, Leon? Yeah, that's about what I thought, because for you, when I stop talking, that's the time that you get stomped out. And you'll be laying there thinking to yourself, my God, what was I just doing? I know whose game this is. And before anybody here tells you, you'll think to yourself, and you'll hear the whole damn world saying, with everybody saying,
L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. The megastar declaring for the King of the Ring. It's finally taking
Hell
shape.
yeah.
It sounds like Santos Escobar has got a brand new focus after finally clearing his name last week.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not attack Dragon Lee the evening before WrestleMania 40. Ray, what you're about to see, you're gonna find very interesting.
Polito.
It was indeed interesting. The security footage revealed a familiar silhouette of the perpetrator, none other than the LWO's Carlito, who managed to get in a couple of extra shots at Dragon Lee and Mysterio, leaving the world asking why. Let's head over to Byron Saxton for some answers.
Thank you, guys. Carlito, everyone's asking the same question. Why did you attack Dragon Lee?
Carlito's been away from the WWE for many, many years.
Yes.
And all I wanted was another WrestleMania moment with my familia, the LWO. So, when Ray challenged Santos and Dominic to a match at WrestleMania, I figured Ray made the right choice and choose Carlito. Instead, he chose Dragon Lee. Someone who's been in the group for what, 5 minutes? That's not cool. So, Carlito took matters into his own hands. It wasn't personal. Dragon Lee was just in the way. And the whole plan would have worked. If it wasn't...
The Lord.
Tension still high. Unluckily,
Nightbird, you're behind,
they've
buddy.
all been drafted to Monday Night Raw, including Carlito, where I imagine this issue is still going to exist.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Tag Team Championship! Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins,
Oh, they're going through the fans. Oh,
We are
let's
moments
go.
away from a WWE Tag
Street
Team
Profits
Championship
injured.
matchup, and the Street Profits enjoying the vibe tonight in France before one of the biggest opportunities of their career. Ford and Dawkins will challenge Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, the men who won the WWE Tag Team titles at WrestleMania. It's live and it's going down next.
Where the hell are they going? Come back, lads. You've got a championship match.
They're out there in the crowd, boy. Well, chat, we got a new QR code, we got a new whatever it is. It's very odd. It's very odd, it's very different, but we think that Uncle Howdy is going to be going either after AJ or after Cody. I don't think he's going to cause Cody to lose the title. But I think he will be attacking after the fact. I keep seeing a lot of people talking about Braun Strowman being part of the Uncle Howdy stuff. I don't think he's gonna. And if he is part of the Uncle Howdy stuff, him coming back Monday would be for nothing. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. He could still be a part of everything going on. But I don't know how smart it would have been to bring him back. Of course, while we got a quick moment, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling out our membership aspect here to the Kraken Wrestling and channel. With the membership access, you get early access to all videos that we do put out. You get them an hour in advance. You also do get your own dedicated Discord channel where you can be in the chat with us, hanging out with us, and talking with other wrestling and sports fans. Of course, there is a link if you're interested in joining. Of course, by no means do you have to. You being here is highly more appreciative, but the option is there.
Response from the WWE Universe for the arrival of the new WWE Tag Team Champions, Theory and Waller.
They just have that ability to rub everyone up the wrong way. Two peas in a pod with very few friends, but most importantly of all, they have the WWE Tag Championships.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is basically your main event, Kenneth. You were asking earlier, this is your main event.
Know what it takes to be tag team champions in WWE. Can they make it to the top of the mountain again? We will find out in a matter of moments.
Oh, they were really taking his. Good Lord, what a cheap shot.
And
What
Theory
a
bringing
hell
the
of a
fight
cheap
to Angelo Dawkins.
Well, it looked like Waller was going to start the match. That was the ruse, that was the trick, and it has worked to perfection. Dawkins now getting a beatdown.
With this aggression in the corner from Theory, makes the tag to the Aussie icon.
Well, I was a little concerned that the tag champs, Theory and Waller, they've been gloating these past few weeks that they've been working the championship schedule, what they deem to be the championship schedule, which is basically not working very hard at all. But that was a nice start, turned around in a hurry by the Street Profits.
Drop kick by Ford right between the pec muscles, and face first goes Theory.
Wee wee.
Theory and Waller thought this was going to be a championship procession.
Oh, but look out. Montez Ford got caught celebrating for just a moment too long.
Bottom quick.
Tag made.
This could be one of the shortest championship reigns we've seen in a long time.
There's a lot of man on the top turnbuckle. Angelo Dawkins. Swanton.
Beautiful swan
Crushing
time.
the sternum and ribs of the Aussie icon to the outside to regroup. Is the damage already done to the champs?
May and Montez Ford, you have been cleared for takeoff.
Montez gonna fly.
Taking out the champs.
Austin Theory, I'm glad you stood there that time. Because if y'all remember, during the pandemic era of WWE,
all turned around with victory
Austin
at
Theory was
WrestleMania,
a
and
part of a group with Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. If I remember right, them fuckers knew.
On top of the cake it would be to grab gold tonight.
The tides have turned. The Street Profits both utilizing tag team offense on Grayson Waller, who at the moment is without his partner Austin Theory, who's been neutralized.
Waller and Theory were ringside with us at the desk when the Street Profits won that fatal four-way a couple of weeks ago. They know how dangerous this duo is.
Dawkins rocking Waller's jaw in the corner. Into the cover.
1, 2.
The Street Profits are up. Can they win the gold?
I wish I knew what they were saying. That's driving me nuts. Can't make it out just because the way they got the crowd set up. Dude, when we finally see Uncle Howdy, do y'all think he's going to give us the same entrance feeling that they gave us with Bray on his last little run with the WWE? Or do you think we're going to get the whole Fiend feeling? Of course, chat, I would love to see him get the same type of reactions as well. We're going to see. We will most definitely see how this plays out. It should happen tomorrow. Also, I'm hoping A-Town Down Under, I don't want them to lose the title. I don't think that's what's going to happen tonight. I think they'll lose the next premium.
WWE Tag Team titles are on the line. Austin Theory was just tagged in, as was Montez Ford. The Street Profits have been rolling.
This place is going into meltdown. They smell a championship change here.
Springboard by Ford into the back elbow. Down goes Theory.
Montez Ford hitting top gear.
Oh, there's the backdrop.
To slow the man down.
There we go. Oh, I might be wrong. They might lose them right here.
Take a look at this effortless springboard. Back elbow. Up the top of your screen. Cover. Hook of the leg. We very nearly just had new WWE Tag Team Champions in Ford and Dawkins. Can the Profits stay the course?
Ford and Dawkins are cutting something up here, inching closer and closer to victory, but you cannot count out Theory and Waller that easily.
Oh, God.
Position to make a tag in his own corner, but keep your eyes on Waller on the top turnbuckle.
Waller's up top.
Unbeknownst to Ford.
Oh.
Waller
I got him.
went coast to coast.
Got like a Charlie horse on him.
Hip out of the socket.
He hurt himself in the process, but this might do it.
I thought they were saying stopped him on 2.
Breaking up the pinfall attempt.
That's what I think they're saying.
Athletes leaving it all in the ring for the right to be called WWE Tag Team Champions.
The Street Profits looked like they were steamrollering to the finish of this one, but things have turned around in a hurry.
Dawkins, sorry. Oh my God! Pounced out of midair.
Once again, that explosive power
Ow, there we go.
Dawkins.
Sky High takes down Waller. Tag made. Montez Ford legal. Could the Street Profits be closing in on Tag Team Gold?
It's there for the taking now.
Blockbuster.
Huge blockbuster.
Montez into the cover. Oh my goodness.
Well, say what you want about Austin Theory as he attempts here to hit one of his signature moves, completely negated by the Street Profits, but having the durability to kick out of a move like that, that man is double tough.
Montez Ford once again makes the tag to Angelo Dawkins. The Street Profits have been working like a well-oiled machine since the opening bell. Oh, Austin Theory went to the eye of Dawkins. Sweeps the leg of Ford.
All right. Damn, Montez.
O'Connor roll
Stop.
attempt.
The referee didn't see this.
Oh, there we go.
With a flatliner.
Flatliner, this game. 1, 2. Always something. Always something with these two.
By hook or by crook, Theory and Waller, A-Town down under, retaining their WWE Tag Team Gold. Much to the chagrin of the WWE Universe here in Leon, but fret not. Tomorrow is a brand new day. It is time for Backlash. We are counting down the hours. It's a massive day for all things WWE.
No doubt about it. You mentioned earlier there is going to be some huge breaking news on WWE socials tomorrow. I just found out that news is going to be related to WrestleMania. Huge.
Okay.
Make sure you download and follow WWE on all social platforms.
That's right, Wade. Keep an eye on all of WWE's social media platforms. And while you're there, check out the countdown to Backlash, starting tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
So we will
Obviously,
be getting
we've got
news
Jackie
tomorrow
Redmond hosting all
about
the festivities
where
with very
WrestleMania
special
will
guests,
be
the
at.
Second City Saint, CM Punk, and Big E. Check it out streaming live on Peacock or on all of WWE's social platforms. And then the main event begins. The WWE Women's Tag Team titles will be on the line as the champions, the Kabuki Warriors, defend against the EST, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill.
And things boiled over earlier. It's only going to get worse tomorrow at Backlash. KO and Randy Orton team up to take on the Savage, Solo Sikoa, and the MFT of the Bloodline.
And the WWE Women's Championship will be decided under triple threat rules, which does not
Oh,
bode well for the
Tiffany
champion
Tom
Bayley, as she defends
will come out
against both
victorious
Naomi
on that one.
and Tiffany Stratton.
Not only that, but the Judgment Day's Damian Priest puts his newly won World Heavyweight Championship on the line.
Tony,
versus
Jay
the
needs to win
General
that one.
himself, Jey Uso. That's tomorrow at Backlash.
And for the very first time since finishing the story at WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, defends his undisputed WWE title against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Again, just a reminder, a special 1 p.m. start time in the East, 10 a.m. on the West in the United States.
Here we go. Main event time.
the
phenomenal AJ Styles.
For the first time ever, Rhodes and Styles will compete one-on-one tomorrow night. But in a matter of minutes, Styles and Rhodes stand face-to-face live on Friday Night SmackDown.
Okay. Got just a few moments here before the start of what would be the main event tonight. So a lot of people are asking why we think that AJ Styles or Cody Rhodes might get attacked by Uncle Howdy and such. I think it's just on the simple fact that we have seen we've seen so much stuff done towards the whole shows, but we just seen one for the actual main event of the night. I could be completely wrong. He could be going after Cody because like I said, I could be wrong. Don't get mad at me if I am in the chat. But at one point, Bo Dallas used to be tag team with, can't remember his tag team partner's name, but I think Cody was still in the WWE at that one point, and I think he had the titles. So, you know, they always say, like last time, they took down people who hurt Bray. Okay? That's how they did it last time. So we could possibly be seeing that happen with Uncle Howdy this time. Or he could be recruiting. Who knows? We truly don't know. But I would like to see them, you know, give Uncle Howdy more momentum. Give him a more capable opponent. And the likes.
For the first time ever, from the Kingdom of Saudi
Arabia,
this is an historic Friday Night SmackDown at the Jeddah Superdome. Follow the next night by King and Queen of the Ring.
What a sight to behold.
One kingdom, two epic nights.
From the banks of the Red Sea, the cradle of civilization.
Friday Night SmackDown and King and Queen of the Ring, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, May 24th and May 25th.
That's at the end of the month, chat.
Tonight we are in beautiful Lyon, France, awaiting Backlash tomorrow. How is this for big-time news, bad news? The tournaments for the King and Queen of the Ring begin this Monday on Raw and continue next Friday, right here on Friday Night SmackDown.
A lot of big names throwing their hats into the ring for King and Queen of the Ring tournaments.
Well, this man looks to become kingpin of WWE tomorrow at Backlash. AJ Styles, who is set to go face-to-face with Cody Rhodes, and just wanted to share some incredible news with the WWE Universe and say thank you for making this the highest grossing SmackDown event in WWE history. Wow. Absolutely unheard of. Congratulations and thank you to everybody who made this possible.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Alright, chat, let's get ready. Let's go ahead and give France their first rating for the woe in this song. Blow the roof off this place. I don't think the words were as loud as what we've heard elsewhere. I could be wrong though. Could be highly wrong.
They'll go face to face in moments, but tomorrow it all goes down at Backlash. Special start time 1 p.m. in the United States in the East, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. For the first time
Cody
since
is for the
WrestleMania,
people.
Cody Rhodes will defend the undisputed WWE title. And his challenger, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh, that one was a little louder. That one was a little louder.
AJ Styles about as dangerous a challenger as you can imagine. A man who has been to the top of the mountain before and is ready to do it again. Cody Rhodes looks as relaxed as can be.
But he is not worried at all, chat. Mr. Rhodes has to stop. Let me talk. Oh?
So, Leon.
Parker, welcome.
Voulez-vous parler de quoi?
Hey, Cody, I don't care what they want to talk about. You're in the ring with the phenomenal AJ Styles. It's almost like you.
Parker, I hope you had a great Friday. Welcome to the Kraken side of the wrestling community. We're more of a casual, laid-back, reacting streamer until shit does get crazy. Just like this. I mean, it's a takeover at the moment.
I was going to say it's almost like you're not focused right now, Cody. You're focused on all this and not what you should be focused on.
If you are looking for my full focus, my full attention, AJ, you absolutely have it. From one Georgia boy to another, from one Dogs fan to another. Come on, my man. I broke into the industry in the state of Georgia. Of course, I grew up watching you. I grew up looking.
Whoa. I don't need that crap. I don't need that. Hey, I was your hero. I looked up to you. I don't need that crap. I may be older than you, but I'm still in my prime.
AJ, who is saying otherwise?
You didn't have to. We knew what you meant. You know what? Here's the problem with you, Cody. Yeah, just like I thought. Disrespectful. These are the most disrespectful fans. That's why nobody comes to Leon. Here's the thing. We were never on the same path. You had the path laid out for you. Because everyone wanted the son of the American dream, Dusty Rhodes.
I could probably say that's probably true.
Including WWE, and they welcomed you with open arms.
Yeah?
You loved it here, Cody. Until things didn't work out. Until things got a little rough and you couldn't handle it, if you know what I mean.
Oh, no.
And you left. You packed your bags and you left. Your decision. One I never got to make. Because I was kept out of the WWE for years. And when I finally got here, I wasn't welcomed with open arms like you were.
Oh.
I had to prove myself in WWE. I had to make my way to the top, and I did it all by myself. Unlike you, who had Hall of Famers and legends watching your back at WrestleMania so you could finish your story. That's great. A bunch of guys that I've beaten before. I beat them all the same way I'm gonna beat you tomorrow night at Backlash.
The only one he hasn't beat was the motherfucker
You see, I'm gonna
Undertaker.
find my way to the top again and remind you and everyone else that I am phenomenal.
What just happened in the crowd?
Okay. Who are you trying to convince? Certainly not me. I said last week you were a future First Ballot Hall of Famer. I also said you're the modern day excellence of execution. Your reputation is unmatched, but do not disparage my accomplishments in an effort to build yourself up. Every sacrifice I made, every mistake I endured, and there were many, to stand here as the WWE champion. And my very first title defense happens to be our very first match. Commentary can call it a dream match. You are and forever will be phenomenal. But tomorrow, I'm not looking at you as phenomenal.
What is going on?
I'm looking at you as my first. And that's too sweet.
He tried getting this to work out on the kickoff show. Oh, Bullet Club 2. Oh. Okay, we know what happens to people that slap Cody Rhodes.
Blatant disrespect
Ends up
from the
getting
challenger,
just,
and I will not hesitate, Wade. We have got a dream match
that.
on our hands tomorrow.
Well?
Streaming live.
Oh shit, that's not the end.
What's going on backstage?
These guys couldn't even wait 24 hours till Backlash.
Oh Jesus.
Making the Backlash.
Lord Solo trying to take Randy's head off.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
Hell yeah.
One hell of a night.
Oh my God. Well, SmackDown ended in a blaze of glory with chair shots to Solo and a beatdown happening backstage. Backlash is going to be wide open. I can't wait. I hope everyone else is ready for it as well. So for our Backlash live watch-along reactions, we probably will have Matt Tastic with us. We will be having our pre-kickoff like we normally do. We'll probably start that at 12, run right along beside of the actual kickoff show, just in case things happen throughout that as well. So, of course, make sure you got your notifications turned on, and that way, when we do hit that live button, you can come in and join us at any time throughout the event. With that being said, we got a few things we're going to take care of. Got a possible video that's going to be coming out for members tonight. So, of course, as always, from me to you. Thank you again for all you who have been here throughout this journey of this year and a half that we've been doing this with y'all. Y'all have changed a lot of my aspects. We have broke down barriers and more are to come throughout this year. And we are truly grateful for that. As always, if you see someone in public, give them a smile. It will change their day and it could change the outcome of it all around. Until then, next time, we'll see you there. The Kraken's over and out.